Neat. That's right. Somebody was knocking at the door. Let's see who's fucking knocking at the door. Can I grab my sword? Answer the door with my sword. My fake gold sword. Stab the shit out of people with it. I'm excited. Nope. One touch is enough to get gold all over my hands. You keep saying that. I feel like it's gonna be important.
Hey!
I would have preferred it be literally anyone else. It had to be you. Oh my god. It was a great morning, Tossel. Your fucking face. Taka. Now then, if you'll pardon the interruption. Without waiting for a reply, he barged into my fucking room. What? What do you want? No matter how intensely the stormy seas may batter me, I will not fall as long as my feet are firmly planted. You agree, right? Are you high, dude?
Without a doubt.
Alright, it's gonna be one of those days. Sure, let's fucking go. And if you can't do it alone, just find someone to support you and you can support them back.
You hear me?
Unfortunately, I do hear you. That's how you can overcome any storm. Why are you telling me this at like fucking 7 o'clock in the fucking morning in my room? I was thinking about it last night and I decided we all need to really come together. And that was when I realized every morning from now on, after the morning announcement, everyone should have breakfast together.
Quiet down and listen.
And now's the beginning of that fateful day. Please head to the dining hall at your earliest convenience.
Got it.
Okay. Bye. You go tell everybody else. He didn't wait for a reply. He turned and left before I could say anything. Well, I guess I better head to the dining hall. Okay. Neat. It's so weird being able to move around, you know? It's just not what I was expecting, like, at all. Hello, shy girl. You gonna say anything to me? Toko?
What's your problem?
I just wanted to say hi. I was just wondering what you were doing here. You should probably head to the dining hall, right? I know. I should prepare myself mentally. That's a fucking mood. I'm so nervous. What's she so nervous about? I mean, she's my spirit animal. Look at all the people. Holy hell.
What's your problem?
What's the point of talking to me? Taka's the one who got everyone together. Talk to him if you have questions or whatever. Well, okay, fine. I want to talk to this asshole, though. He let out a heavy, annoyed sigh. I'd rather be ignored completely than suffer that kind of insult. Wow, what a prick. Oh, hi, person that wants me
Makoto.
more than a person should. Good morning. She can make even a basic greeting feel eloquent somehow. That's the power of a celebrity, I guess. Or the power of boners. Come on, Makoto, keep up.
Hey,
Is everything okay? Yeah, it's good. It just wasn't. Good morning. And that's okay. Don't sit on me, please. Or do. I mean. Good morning. Hi. To bring everyone together for a breakfast meeting is very Taka-esque suggestion. Appropriate. I still like him. I do. I still like this guy so much. Because of how he greeted me. Like when he introduced himself to me. He's like, I'm Mondo. Nice to fucking meet you. That's how, that right there, that's how you greet somebody. I'm gonna do that at every convention I ever go to. That's how I'm gonna greet people. I'm not gonna do that. I'll get kicked out. Yeah, morning. Let's hurry and get this over with. Taka's getting antsy. All right, fine.
Listen to me.
You're all gonna say the same shit, it seems. Looks like everyone's here. So then let's begin our very first breakfast meeting.
quiet down and listen.
This is the same backdrop as before, I think. Everyone, thank you for making time in your busy schedules to come together. You prick.
Give me a break.
I didn't make time for shit. You dragged me here. Exactly. I know I already mentioned this earlier, but in order to get out of here, it is essential that we all cooperate with each other. And the first step is this breakfast meeting. To allow us to become friends and build trust. So from now on, let's all meet in here in the dining hall every morning after the morning announcement. Yeah. Let's eat. Eat what? What are you serving? It's still the creepiest fucking smile. You want me to eat breakfast with other people? I've never done that before. I'm not sure.
I mean, seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
But more important.
Anyway, anyone happen to come up with any clues? No.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. I was busy sleeping. It's what I do.
Hey!
Anything. It can be about how to get out or who's doing this. Nobody has anything.
Are you okay with this?
Her subtitles and what she said did not match in such a ridiculous way. You're going to die, but her voice is, are you okay with this? No, I'm not okay with this.
Huh?
Do you understand?
If you can't stop yourself from showing weakness in front of others, you will die.
Stop it!
What the hell? Don't even freaking joke about that. I am not joking. Adaptability is survivability. Did I not say so? So you better hurry up and adapt to your new life here.
What the hell is this?
Have you gone completely insane? Adapt to my new life here. Do you have any idea what you're saying?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Sounds like the girl wants to live here. And hell, more power to her. But shit.
Piece of shit!
No way in hell am I living here. I'm getting out of here. I don't give a shit. Sure. Feel free. Right, so nobody has any clues, right? We established that?
What the heck?
One thing I can tell you is who's behind all this. Someone who's totally weird and messed up. That was so helpful. Why else would we be trapped in here in the first place?
Hey, listen.
Well, sure, it could be something like that, but for right now, actual clues are... I just want to hug her. She always looks like she's about to cry. I just want to hug her and be like, it'll be okay. You'll be fine. Yes? If you think in terms of people who are really abnormal or bizarre, do you think maybe the person responsible for all this could be a certain murderous fiend? Do you know who might be behind all this? Well, maybe. I mean, I can't really be certain, but...
Got it!
Serious talking here right now. Although, whatever remarks you may have.
You know?
I wasn't asking for your permission, Dick, but okay. Okay, well, have you guys heard of Genocide Jack? Genocide Jack. Jack? Is that why you had me make plans to go to these two cons and you be there? Is that it? Am I accidentally your fucking accomplice? Are we just, like, seriously just... That's why we tried to find so many people to room with, not to save money. We're gonna knock out Chod and Treble at Versus, and then it's just... Oh my god, Jack, really? You could have at least told me. I mean, I'm down. But, I mean, I wish you would have let me in on this. Come on. Gotta get to the top of the leaderboard. He's gonna kill us all. You mean that serial killer's that's been in the news all over the internet? And all over the internet? The monstrous villain who's murdered scores of victims in brutally bizarre fashion. The word bloodlust was left at each murder scene, written in the victim's own blood. Whoever it is, he's like a ghost. He strikes without warning and disappears without a trace. And on the internet, they started calling him Genocide Jack. That about covers it, I think. They say he's claimed over 1,000 victims. That's just an urban legend though, right? I mean, even like 10 people would be totally insane. Anyway, whoever Genocide Jack really is, he's obviously some sort of crazy, super crazy killer.
Huh?
And if he really is this ultimate psycho. Fuck. I wouldn't be surprised if he put together something like this.
But
Well, like I said, I can't be certain. I don't have any evidence or anything. It's just a thought.
Hey, hold on.
But if they're the killer, isn't that like a killer of a problem? If they're the killer, isn't that like a killer of a problem for us? I see what you did there.
yeah,
It's okay. Everything's absolutely, positively, 100% without a doubt gonna be okay. Because help's gonna be here soon, I'm sure of it. Can I slap you? Help?
Cause, I
We've
mean,
been stuck in here a few days already, right? Nobody's been able to contact us, so I'm sure they're getting worried. I bet they called the police already. Yup, about sums it up.
what's this?
The police! You're putting your faith in the police!
Bastard!
What are you doing here?
You guys.
Seriously? Do you understand what role the police exist to fill? All they're good for is being a foil, playing against a villain or anti-hero or evil organization. The bad guys come along and destroy them, and that just shows how badass they really are. Are you sure you want to rely on such an unreliable group of losers? I mean, come on. If you really, really want to get out of here, all you gotta do is kill.
What the hell?
Yeah, why are you laughing, dude?
You know?
I'm just impressed with the total commitment to this whole act.
Come on.
You're still going on about that, dude? Really?
You're fucking dead.
So, Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, what the hell do you want?
Huh?
Mr. Serial Killer Freak Psycho Bastard? That's a pretty long name. German, maybe? Ha! Ha ha ha!
Hey, come on.
We know who you really are. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll just go away. Mood!
You son of a bitch.
Hey, don't ignore me, asshole! Whatever. Let's get back to business. Your life here has already begun, and a couple days have gone by, and nobody's killing anybody. I thought all you kids were lazy and selfish, and here you are working together, but I'm totally bored. There's nothing you can say that'll make us start killing each other, so...
I got it.
Wait. Aha! I figured it out!
In other words,
All the mystery ingredients are here. Right people, right place. Why hasn't anyone killed anyone yet? That's what I couldn't understand, but I just realized there was one very important piece missing. Uh-oh. If you want to know, I'll tell you. It's motive! It's so simple. I just have to give everyone a motive.
Stop fucking around.
You've already given us a motive. It's called getting out. What the fuck are you talking about?
hey.
Oh, by the way, there's something I want to show you guys.
You son of a bitch.
Stop changing the goddamn subject. I have a little video I'd like for all to see. But don't worry, it's not some pervy adult video or anything. Seriously, it's nothing like that. Oh shit. It's a special video for each of you showing what's going on outside the school. Oh, I know what he's doing.
Hello.
Ooh, Master's so impatient today. Why don't you just watch it and find out? Here in the school, there's a specific place you can go that has everything you need to watch the video.
correct.
And here she is out of nowhere again. Before we do that, I'd like to know, what are you? Why would you do something like this? What do you want from us? What do I want from you? Well, if you must know.
Just there. That's all.
Oh, that's all.
Well now.
Hey, if you want to know more than that, you have to figure it out for yourselves. Do whatever you need to unlock the mystery hidden within this school. I won't try to stop you. Because to be honest, it's entertaining as heck watching you guys search so desperately for answers. So I guess I want amusement from you too. Okay. Yes, he is gone. And once again, he left before we could find out anything useful.
Is that right?
Really? I think we learned something very useful. He has no intention of standing in the way of our pursuit of the truth. Interesting.
However,
Yeah, okay. But what about the video you mentioned? I'm very curious to see what's on it. Yeah, AV room.
That's true.
It's gotta be the AV room. I mean, it has to be the AV room. By the way, Tractor, that fucking sucks, dude. Same here. Okay, so. What you doing, Mondo? When his gaze landed on me, he stopped.
Hell yeah.
Hey, check us out for us, would you? Why me?
Yo.
Because you've got plot armor. Oh. Because you're closest to the door. That's the rule, right? Or that.
Jesus Christ.
Mood. Hey, why are you...
Piece of shit!
What?
Stop fucking
See how
around.
passionately I'm begging you? What's the big deal? Just check it out real quick. I don't think I've ever been passionately begged by a biker gang leader in my life. This is a nice change of pace. Okay, I guess I'll get going then.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I owe you one.
Hey,
Yeah, you knocked me out with a punch. You owe me two, dude. If Makoto's going, I'm going with him. It's not safe to walk around this place alone.
Yo.
Hell yeah! Now I know what AV stands for. It's not audio video. If anything happens, just yell and I'll come running. No, you won't. I can't decide if Mondo's totally dependable or completely terrible. Yeah, both. Both is accurate. That's how I feel. He's not exactly a bad person, but I definitely can't say he's a good person either. So where's this specific place Monokuma mentioned? Must be somewhere you can watch DVDs, but... you fucking wonder. Actually, I have a map, don't I? It's not M. It's F1 map. And then what was the button to... Yeah, it was Q and E. Yeah. Can I warp there? I cannot. Okay. That's fine. I'll walk. It's fine. AV room. Ta-da. Did it, coach. Whoa, that's more shit than I was anticipating. Something inside this cardboard box. Oh shit, it's an ammo disc. We can go save Jill now. Oh, no, they're DVDs. Never mind, I panicked. Each one has a label on it with someone's name. Must be the video for each of us he mentioned.
hold on a second.
No, don't go tell everyone. And she's gone. I didn't follow her after. I just stood right there where I was. The DVDs in front of me had robbed me of all awareness. I was rooted in place. I think I see something. Do you? I want to look at the DVDs. Okay. Next to the monitor is a high-end DVD player. It'll probably play those DVDs no problem. Maybe I'll just watch mine real quick before everyone else gets here. Sure. When did this game come out? I'm trying to get an idea of like DVD versus like Blu-ray or anything like that. I sat down and stared intently at the darkened screen, and then... I yelled out without realizing it. My heart started racing. Because what I saw on that monitor, it was my family.
You getting picked to attend Hope's Peak Academy is like a dream come true. Make sure you do your best.
I'm so proud of you, son. But remember, don't push yourself too hard.
Are you really watching this, Makoto? Good luck, okay?
If it had ended there, that would have been fine. A message of love and support. After leaving my family behind to attend Hope's Peak, it would have given me hope, given me strength. If this was a normal school, I would have been happy, if a little embarrassed. With my family's support to rely on, I would have been motivated to do even better. But here, now, it was totally different. I wasn't living in ordinary school life. So I had a pretty strong feeling the video wasn't going to end there. I hated having that feeling, but it turned out I was absolutely right. This time I couldn't even make a sound. My voice just died. Where'd everyone go? Looks like a war zone or something. As if in reply, a voice came floating out of the speakers. I recognized the voice, of course. It was him.
Makoto Naegi accepted into Hope's Peak Academy, and his family, who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being. Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
And there's the motive. What is this? What happened to everyone? I started trembling. I could feel the fear and anger building up inside me like hot magma. God damn it! And you spelled damn it wrong. I slammed my fist against the desk over and over again. A single thought was racing through my mind. What else? How could I think about anything else? I have to get out of here. I have to get out right now. I need to make sure everyone's safe. What happened? Make sure who's safe. I noticed everyone standing around the entrance to the AV room. They stared at me, faces full of confusion. Oh, shit. What's going on? Without a word, I pointed to the cardboard box.
Is it like...
Yeah. Hi, Angel. How you doing? Welcome to Shit's Getting Real. Is that what Monokuma was talking about?
What does this mean?
They all gathered around the box and each of them grabbed the DVD with their name on it. One by one, they each rushed to a monitor. It didn't take long for them to react.
What the?
What the fuck? This can't be real, right? It has to be fake, right?
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, no way it's real. No way. I can't take it anymore. She's losing her mind. As soon as I saw their reactions, I knew. They'd all seen something like what I'd seen. Nobody even bothered trying to hide their fear and confusion. Except for her. Even now, she was totally calm.
I see.
Yep. I take it back. She's my spirit animal. I figured it out as soon as the video ended. She knows it too. He wants to feel our desire to leave so that we're more likely to start killing each other.
Yes, indeed.
It is the classic prisoner's dilemma. Don't even start that shit again. Don't even. Let me use an example. No. Now I just want to look at my hand and expect to see white stuff. Let me use an example. Imagine two countries on the brink of war. Both countries want peace, and each commits to scaling back their forces as a sign of good faith. But there's a chance that one country may betray the other, so each country fears lowering their guard. The result is that neither scales back their forces, and they both end up betraying each other.
Do you understand?
In other words, the fear of invisible treachery becomes the greatest enemy of stability. Kind of sounds like us right now. No. Yeah, it's a Zero Escape reference. Everyone says they'll work together, but in our hearts, we're all afraid someone might betray us. Don't put those awful thoughts in our head. That's exactly what they want us to do.
Huh?
You can say that, but maybe you're thinking that once everyone drops their guard, you can just...
What is this? Hey.
This is exactly what Monokuma, or whoever's behind this, wants. They want us to fight. Don't you see? Yeah, you're right. We all need to calm down. Stop crying. I want to hug you. Okay, then. Maybe we should all start by just talking. Maybe we all just talk about what we saw that'll help get everything out of our system. Besides, I think we're all super curious, right? Yeah, I am kind of curious. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Sayaka. Uh-oh. What was in your video?
What's your problem?
What's wrong? Just hurry up and tell us. Sayaka? I gently placed my hand on her shoulder. And she's gone. She pushed my hand away and suddenly ran off.
Huh?
Okay.
That's enough.
Let her go. Well, I can't.
Nut.
I can't nut without Sayaka, apparently. I have to go make sure she's okay. I hate romantic comedies like this. I don't care what happens to her personally. Wow.
What?
That's because you're totally thoughtless. Okay, rude. Why don't you do whatever you think you have to? We don't have to stick around here together, right?
I hope you are well.
Speaking of which, I have my own things to take care of. Bye. And everyone left. But I don't have time to worry about them right now. I have to go find Sayaka. That's false though, because there's still people here and I want to talk to them. Hey, his video is some kind of hoax, right? Right? I mean, I'd like to think so, but
What the heck?
I'm sorry. This is all one big lie. It has to be. So Dan, what do you want to put that toward? What was in your video, Taka? Sorry, it's gonna take me some time to figure out how to put it into words. Yeah, okay.
What should I do?
Everyone's really upset. I mean, how could anyone be calm right now? Why? How could something like it even exist? I don't understand. Zelda 1? Well, it's a good thing it's so far behind then, eh? Is it because they really are the murderous fiend? I mean, maybe. Fuck you. What was in your video?
I'm sorry.
My family. But I'm not upset by what I saw. If you're overpowered, you must accept your death. That is the way of my family.
Damn.
Goddamn. But still, I refuse to believe they would lose so easily. How? What was in your video?
Well,
Why should I tell you? Because I asked? God, you're all dicks. You know that? All of you. Dicks. Where could she have gone? She can't have gone far. Let's check around the school. If I were her, I would go to a classroom. There's a clock. I can't see outside, so I have no idea if it's even right. Camera, bolts. Maybe I'm wrong. There's nothing new here. There was another room, I guess. I have no idea, Rebel. I have no idea. Oh! Nice. That's the desk I woke up on the day I got here. That doesn't matter now. Yeah, okay. I found her in one corner of an empty classroom. She was sitting in a chair, hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. She looked like maybe she was upset or angry or no. She didn't have any expression at all. There was nothing on her face that you could call emotion. As if her original mask had been stripped away. Is it Sayaka? You okay? Yeah. Actually, no. How can I possibly be fine? What did we do to end up like this? Why are they doing such terrible things to us? Look out!
Why?
Let me out of here right now! Okay, okay. Calm the fuck down. As she thrashed around, I grabbed her by the shoulders.
Huh?
I understand. I know how you feel right now. When I think what might happen to my family. But now more than ever, we have to stay calm. This is exactly what they want. They want us to lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Because if those things really had happened, people out there would be in an uproar. Our families, the police, everyone. Right? So let's just calm the fuck down. Otherwise, we've already lost. I knew I was trying to convince myself just as much as her. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that had been burned into my brain. Be calm. Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. And help might even come before that. Yeah, but what if we can't get out? What if help never comes? Well, I mean, if that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself, no matter what it takes. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what came over me.
Sayaka? Please, help me.
Her voice was small and shaky.
Why? Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
This is a little backwards, isn't it?
Sayaka.
Finally, she raised her face from my chest. She looked at me with those big, wet eyes of hers.
Makoto.
Can I believe what you said? What? That you'll help me get out? No matter what it takes? Yeah! The power of booty!
Makoto.
You're the only one I can trust, so please.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
No! Oh, shoot! X-Fusion? Appreciate it. It's too late. It's too late. I've already said yes to her. I can't help it. Of course I'll be there for you. No matter what, I'm always on your side. I mean, you are my assistant after all.
Makoto.
Hearing you say that, I feel like I can keep going. I can get through this as long as you're here with me.
Because I'm your assistant.
Like you said, I'm your assistant. Yeah, because that's right. She'll love me forever. The smile I'd come to know so well returned to her face. It felt a little forced, but still. It was a huge improvement over how she was before.
Hey! Hey!
It's standing up. Wait, what's standing up? Makoto, it's standing up! What?
Come on!
Do you even have to ask? Your penis! Oh my god, I was kidding! Oh my god, I was kidding! No fucking way, game! No! Get the hell out of here!
Just a minute.
No, I want to join in. Threesome with a teddy bear! This is where my life has been leading. Oh no. Damn it. Well, if you won't leave, then tell us what the hell's up with those videos. My honest, innocent stuffing is about to come gushing out. I balled up my fist, took aim, and swung as hard as I could. I'd never put so much energy into a single motion before in my life. I leaned back, channeling all my power, and let go with everything I had. I'm sure I'm fine. If I hadn't avoided your punch, you would have just violated school regulations. But boy, are you slow. Could have downed $1,000 4-course dinner in the time it took you to finish your swing. Your speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, sense of despair, antagonization, it's all lacking! And he's gone. The fuck was that all about? He just wanted to mess with us. Well, for now, you want to just head back? Yeah. That's good. Monokuma had come along and swiftly destroyed the good mood we'd just created. by talking about my penis. Sayaka and I headed back to the dorms. You should get some rest. You still look pretty shaken.
Sorry.
Sorry for making you worry about me. You're right. I'm gonna lay down for a bit. Okay. With a nod and a small little bow, she disappeared into her room. Now on my own, I headed off to tell everyone that she was okay. Once that was done, I decided to go back to my room. It was hard to think after watching that deranged video. I needed some rest of my own. My boner punches, I'll try my best next time. Next time. Jeez, seriously, what's going on here? There's just so many problems. I can't even decide what the biggest problem is. That we're trapped in here? That what I saw in the video might be real? Monokuma? What the mastermind has in store for us? Or are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here. But I can never kill someone. Do the others all feel the same? Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. It says nighttime. Okay. When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. So how come someone's here? My flagpole's always the biggest problem.
Sorry.
Oh shit. I'm really sorry to come by so late. Hi. Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so strange.
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room, and all of a sudden my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So then what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, and then I got up and opened the door to check outside.
Makoto.
But there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that?
I mean...
Well, it's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but I'm nervous as fuck. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? I mean, you don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. Well, but that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decided to break that promise? It's true. Why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better?
Huh?
All it said in the dorm regulations that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But two people sharing one room is, you know... Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. It's not that... It's not even that I mind the idea. But... If you don't mind, can we maybe switch rooms just for tonight? Switch rooms? I mean, if it'll help put your mind at ease, that's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but... Are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? It doesn't, like, concern you? I swear to God, Makoto, if you sniff her panties. In that case, then it's nighttime, 10 p.m.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Man, it's already nighttime. All right, I'll head to your room right now. Oh, we're gonna trade rooms. We better trade keys too. Oh.
like I said, I'm psychic.
I really wish you'd quit that shit. Aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? She's smiling at me, and I don't like it. Thank goodness. Looks like she's already started to get back to normal. Alright, we better trade keys then.
Okay.
Yeah! That fucking face. We exchanged keys. When I looked back up at her again, there was another worried expression there. Peach or mixed berry? I would be more in the mood for mixed berry right now, so I'm gonna go mixed berry. Please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it no matter what. Okay. Same goes for you. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even though I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift up on the door while you pull it out. You gotta be careful when you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open no problem. What's up, Rob? How you doing today? Okay, but the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Yeah, but I mean, what if you got poop? Well, you got 4 a.m. poops. It happens to the best of us. Oh, sorry, I totally forgot. Yeah, but I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. That's right, Makoto. Just think about it. Sayaka, hot and wet in your bathroom. You're such a teenager. Okay, well, I better get going. See you tomorrow.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before? When I said I was a psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night. Okay, bye. So I gave me one last parting smile and I headed off to my room. I looked around as soon as I got out into the hall. Everyone else's doors were closed. There was no sign of life. Good. Make sure nobody's around to spot me. I rushed into Sayaka's room. It looks exactly the fucking same, except slightly pink. On the pillow. So it's Sayaka's room. Doesn't really look any different from mine. It smells nice, though. Bed itself looks exactly the same, but knowing she slept on it makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. Oh, she threw away her CD. Uh-oh. 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 That reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video. It's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. Why don't you go, like, watch it right now? If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. A little reluctant to go in. Do it anyway! God damn it. Sewing kit? Yep, sewing kit. A map of the body's vital organs. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. She'll probably go to bed soon. As I lower myself into her bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Her scent. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. Oh, you sicko. Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. Imagine you're all on a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? Well, we're sort of like that. We set sail and left Earth behind. You know, I read a book like that once, but I can't remember what it was called. It was a trilogy. It was basically what it was. Here you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game. But even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog shit you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Okay.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I sat up, still half asleep, rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. Better get going. I left her room and made my way toward the dining hall. Can't wait to see how badly shit goes. Yeah, 7 a.m.'s really fucking early, dude. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Yeah, actually, I can believe that. You were probably here at, I don't know, yesterday and just waited. Good morning, adorbs.
Hey, Makoto.
I suppose I'm early. I'd give you a hug, but I'm afraid you'd break me in half by accident. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late.
Yo.
Sup, nice to fucking meet you.
Sorry.
Sorry I'm late, my makeup just would not cooperate this morning. That smile.
Ah, well, hello.
My morning duty took a little longer than usual. I slept in a woman's bed last night. Fuck you. Jacob wins. We're the types with a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting for fucking ever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Morning!
My bad, my bad.
Slept right through your alarm. Mood!
What's your problem?
Is it so awful to be late? Yes, it is!
Yo.
I didn't ever sleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. You fucking dork. Don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. Where the fuck is Sayaka? That's how it was supposed to go. Man, we're still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. Well, I don't know about asshole, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late...
What?
What's going on? Something happened? Hey, there
Yo.
you are. Hey, man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did you forget about our breakfast promise?
However.
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listen, everyone talk like that. A small, dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. Same! And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. Words have barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. I swear to God, if she's dead in my room, that's gonna look so fucking bad on me. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let her stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe, but over the course of that one night. Fit! The room had been completely transformed. Yep. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's the sheath for the replica sword. The sword itself has been removed. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There's a keychain on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. I gave it to her when we traded rooms. Is there blood on it? It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Okay. There's no blood on it, it appears. Toolkit's still inside the drawer and it's still sealed. Bathroom door's open, which is concerning. Bed's been damaged too. Shit. Better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Yep! God damn it! It would be you first, wouldn't it? It took me a second to realize I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then, everything went black.
Danganronpa.
When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. You're awake, finally. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up! You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Oh, and now he remembers. Are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw? It was real? Yes, it really happened. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Where do you think you're going? I had to see for myself. I had to see. She's
Just
dead.
give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. She's completely and irrevocably dead. Nah! I want to check.
Why?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna
What?
happen if you go out there? Well, what good's it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out at the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So,
I'm the one that convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
wrong.
I would never do that. You can believe anything, you can believe that. Fucking teddy bear.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the bear times one rule.
But
Wow. Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid.
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began?
Yoo-hoo!
One of you decided to kill Sayaka so you can graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone! It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from school, right?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. Oh, he's got this weird laugh going on now.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey.
You're super naive.
Come on now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to Rule 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That's what you're talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. It'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial,
Oh my
you'll
God.
have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is.
Oh, this is dope.
And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end.
Whoa! Holy shit! If you don't get it right, everybody but the murderer dies. Holy shit!
As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Well, to put it simply,
What?
it's execution!
Yeah!
How did you not figure that out?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us die?
Well done.
Yeah, what a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing, which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line.
Uh-huh.
Let me just add the rule I described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind.
Hey,
Wait, hold on a second.
The hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
What the...
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
what's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? You're saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking about?
I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not going to be a part of this.
I don't believe it!
Someone's frustrated.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Go wherever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you had to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Panty shot.
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
Well
really, Dev?
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
Well, we all learned don't attack the teddy bear. This can't be real. I'm not reading your line.
Well, now.
And now I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. Really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. I guess y'all needed to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Right,
It's really not all that shocking, dude. She just died, that's all. She just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventful end of the world itself. The inevitable heat death of the universe. This isn't some superhero comic. So it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality!
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind!
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma!
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file is all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
It's the Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
So then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. All right, so we'll meet up for the class trial in, fuck it, a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us.
Oui. 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 Oui.
Well, I assume that means Pokemon's locked in. Well, then all that's left on that one is Castlevania, and it's got like 3 goddamn weeks. Poor Dead Space and the next Pokemon, and it'll be forever before they pop up. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. There's also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. Rip. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we could do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
That's a fair point, actually.
In other words...
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is...
stupid!
Tractor? Really? Tractor? Are you gonna be a massive troll and go for Black Ops, or are you gonna lock in Pokemon? Or rather, I should say Black Ops 2. You know. Get it closer to catching up to Mirror's Edge. I'll laugh so hard if it's all for Call of Duty. That'd be the biggest troll move of the day right there. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I have to try to figure out who I can and can't trust. I like it. Yeah, or go to Castlevania. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't gonna help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that's just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable to or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
Put it on Blops.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way now am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why she had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. If there was anything else to say, she was gone. Well, since it's actually locked in, I need to go update it. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. She's dead? That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke, it's really real?
Let me out of here!
Wow, I took him up. Whew. Rip.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Rip. Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Oh, you fucking nerd. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. Hey man, you doing all right? Come on, man, let me out of here. Let me out of here. Come on, someone let me out. He'll be fine. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. Some people are much better at keeping their cool. Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, so he can be the guard. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What? Stop
Is it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you!
So then.
Fine. Then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. No! What you put it to, Rebel? Huh? Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Could you stop being an ice cream cone, please? I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
oh,
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
No, I didn't notice shit. I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where she died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
Ah.
Fuck. All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Oh, God! Jack! Fuck you! Fuck you, buddy! Fuck you! Fuck you! That one gets me every time. Ah! For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. Do you expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it.
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong...
So.
Well, do I really have to say anymore?
Actually.
I'd rather you didn't.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck.
Goodbye.
Shit.
Yo.
Yeah, you two are on guard duty.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking dead.
they better not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck him up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? We're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway.
I mean, we don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. Hey, fuck you!
This is.
It was you. Hey, it wasn't me, bitch! Don't come any closer! You're gonna kill me next?
So.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check, just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Yeah, because you're a bitch. I'm not good with blood. Yeah, you're not good with being nice either, bitch. All it takes is one glimpse, not blackout.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, whatever. I don't think anyone's expecting much from you anyway. Oh! Bitch. All right, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. It's pointless. Everyone already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? I mean, honestly? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will... Vote for me.
Execution is execution.
Yeah, that's bad.
Execution. Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Ooh, I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. Okay. Body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. Okay. Somehow I have to find out the truth. So we can all survive. And for sale. Find out how she was killed! Was nice? Alright. Truth bullets? Please tell me why it's called a truth bullet. Review evidence and witness accounts you made a record of. Such a weird concept. Truth bullets. What a drastic change. This honestly reminds me of Persona in the way that you have like the getting to know everybody, hanging out, basically social links and shit, and then you have dungeons. This has your social link shit and then murder investigation. It's like two games smushed together with a fine line between them. It's really interesting. Really interesting. I like it. Before we go on though, I do want to go update those numbers because it seems prudent to do so. Okay, so Pokemon's locked in, yeah? Learn to spell, Jacob. And Black Ops got 1409. Yeah. So that would be 34. No, it would be 43. Nice. And then Dan put 690 on Zelda 1, but then Rebel undid it with a 777, so that's cool. So let me update those. That would be 64. That would be 24. The Link to the Past. That would be 892. 62. Nice. Good. Okay. Did it. Cool. So Call of Duty is now catching up to Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is still almost halfway there, but no, you didn't fuck things up. You helped, Rebel, because I want to Link to the Past, not Zelda 1, so you're helping me out. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Balls, you know, my favorite. Hi, how you doing? Oh, I thought your dollar went to Pokemon to lock it in. Oh, well. I'll add $1 tomorrow in a minute. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. I mean, okay. And then you're just gonna freak out?
Help me!
Right. But I mean, you did scare the shit out of me, Rebel, so I guess it's a balance. Doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Is there anything else I could check with the body? I gently placed my hand on her lifeless body. I touched her wrist, checked for pulse like they do, but yeah. All right, I guess I'll bolt from here then. Oh, well, thanks, Rebel. Thanks. So there's one thing I want to try to check, and that's to look for gold on anyone's hands. What are you doing? I'm investigating. Inside the display case are trophies and other items. Not specifically that one? Okay. Can't even play a not spoopy game. Oh my god. Oh shit, I went to the wrong door. My choice? Ooh, I'm torn. I'm legit torn between Castlevania and Mario, because I'd like to give them both some love. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room, where her corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. This is a replica sword. Maybe. And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now.
Take it, Sax man. He'll be right with you, folks.
Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack. Well played. You gonna call you that? Shit. I'm gonna be really surprised if Call of Duty beats Mirror's Edge. So good though. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. It's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Good. Egg! Like we tried to scream, egg! So good. I'm gonna go. What a decision. If I remember correctly. That's right. We'll have to trade keys. Yeah, when we switch rooms, we switch keys too. Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But if that's true, then how'd the killer get into the room in the first place? Could she have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer get in here? But yeah, molasses. I'm going to use that 555 on the next thing that gets something. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Because I can't decide between Castlevania and Mario. There's scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, it was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something, but these rooms are soundproof.
Wait.
Yeah. Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this is another of Monokuma's strategies. Create an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle. Notepad's still here, but toolkit's in the drawer. No evidence that it's been used, which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Can you give me any information? Do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. What about you, Mondo?
By the way.
I really like your coat. Just saying, your hair looks like a really limp corn on the cob, but it's whatever. You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body. I mean, there's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. That's...
You son of a bitch!
Fair point. That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death! That's what my brother taught me. It's fair.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Hey, Kyoko. Quietly called her name when she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
Really? I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Can I should look around here first. I can check other spots later. Okay. He does, Rob. It's like, there are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? This is really bizarre. I suppose I can get any data off the surveillance camera. Mastermind is using it to keep an eye on everything that's happened here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching. Fucking pricks. What about the lint roller? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did she see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? No, you know she fucking didn't. Display stand. Overturned table. Scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Oh, I see. Looks like it must have been some kind of fight. Yeah. Perhaps this is another strategy. Murder. Yeah, I know. I was trying to investigate the table, but apparently it's not an option. I'll be right back. I want to go check out the trash room. I should check the room first of all. Okay, so I've missed something. Unless you'll let me go through there now. Oh, okay. It's one of the monitors. Right now it's just showing the school crest. So maybe there's like some blood splatter somehow on it. Same thing? Probably the same thing. Yeah, same thing.
Did you
Oh, but a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Oh. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. What you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. Now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well...
That's the question, isn't it? Interesting. Can I check the body now? God damn it, come on. Really just want to check the body, dude. Hey, Al. Yeah, like, I love the character design. I swear to God, Mondo reminds me so much of Kuwabara. Like, so fucking much. Check the camera. Oh, I do? What button was it? I've forgotten. Yeah, he does. He looks like Kuwabara to me. He's gonna pull a spirit sword out of his hand. Yeah, I don't remember at all. Something in the ceiling, maybe? No. I mean, maybe. I'm glad it's not just me, Din Din, because to me they do. They absolutely do. I guess technically I haven't checked the sheath, have I? I checked it last time, but... yeah, it's just the sheath. There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. So someone attacked with the sword, and the other person used the sheath as defense. Probably. Even if someone used a sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. If you're gonna attack someone with a sword, first thing you do is unsheath it. Heavy sheath like this will only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of a fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Okay, so that's what I missed. Can I go in here now? Bathroom. Yeah, shit. Woo. Ugh. Okay. Thank you. Oh, God. I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She'd lost everything that made her... her. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did she have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. There's one thing I want to do more than anything right now, and that's check your hands. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. Pull out the file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the file, her right wrist is broken. Yeah, it is. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist, too. It's on the outside. Oh. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. It definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. She tried to write something. That's what that is on the wall. That's what that is on the wall behind her. It's a nut. It's nut. You guys are nasty, you know that? Nasty. She tried to write nut. Palms of both her hands are totally spotless. How come only her left finger? You going Zelda 1 with that? The nut killed her? It was the nut! Curses! Okay. 690 more on Zelda 1. Her wrist has been added to the truth bullets. Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, it must have happened earlier on. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, even if someone broke it after she died, it wouldn't have bruised like that, I don't think. I mean, I am a man of my word, Molasses, so unfortunately, yes, it does. How would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? It's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked her in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past her to the wall behind her, and there I saw... That's too easy. Oh! That's supposed to be 11037? I thought it was just Leon written fucked up. Why would you think that's 11037? That looks like Leon, but it's like written upside down backwards. I want to look more at the splatter, because that wouldn't have gone up that far. Honestly, it looks like a kitchen, like a sharp kitchen knife. You know what I mean? I already know all this. Yeah. The gold on the wrist. I know. Come on. It's a really nice shower. Damn. Water for the showers gets turned off at nighttime. I mean, yeah, I don't think that really helps me though. I can't get over the fact that the game seems to like tell me that that's supposed to say 11037. That so painfully looks like Leon backwards. Yeah, I mean, looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers? That's most likely her dying message. I'd never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. As if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean?
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She read them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. I mean, she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be?
Well...
Think about it.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself, otherwise the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. Wow. Sounds like Kyoko knows what her dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, you better to ask the ultimate programmer.
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Aha. Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was locked. Once you do the trick, it opens no problem. Yep, and that means that... Wait! Ooh.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, but actually referring to the broken doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. The doorknob. Doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must use a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. That means it's a dude. Okay. And it's probably Leon. Why Leon, though? Huh.
So...
I guess maybe they're trying to get the door unlocked and end up breaking the whole thing? But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? Huh. And apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
Okay, what you got? You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Which means the other person would assume that it's locked and would attempt to... Okay. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. What?
Goodbye.
Yeah, I think she just figured out that it's not me. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. Yeah, so it looked to me like it would be a sharp kitchen knife. I'd also want to check the trash room, and because the game seems to imply that I should do so, I should probably go talk to the crybaby that needs a hug. I should look into the DVD. Oh, on top of that, I'm sure there's other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Oh, I guess I took it out of the trash. I guess I have it then. All right, I'm gonna bolt then. I'm gonna check trash room first. Which is where? There. Oh, what the fuck? Well, this is odd. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash of the school eventually winds up. Yeah, that's cool and all, but how you get this gate open, dude?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the personal cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Cleaning duty. What's this? There's a hatch on the floor, and it's locked. Okay, so I need to figure out who the hell was on cleaning duty. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, I'm gonna check the dining room, see if there's a knife missing from something. I mean, you're here. I guess I'll ask. Hey, now, are you investigating the diner hall? The diner hall. Yeah, diner hall. Dining hall. I'll get it eventually. Don't worry. Oh, no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. And I don't know why. Being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So, I know I shouldn't, but I've just been here kind of hanging around. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when she was killed. This place is off limits. At the time she was killed. That is a massive amount of food. It's a bunch of veggies all piled up. I don't see anything noteworthy about any of it. And there it is. A missing knife. We're all kind of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Better see if anyone here knows more about it. Figured as much. It looked like the right kind of knife. Anything else? Meat and fish and rats? Marbled meats, salted meats. Nah, now's no time to be thinking about food. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything else here, but that's good. I don't think there's anything else here. A bolt. I'm gonna hit the AV room. It does have good music. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Wasn't in my trash can, it was in her trash can. Okay, so I'm not crazy. This is her room, right? But the nameplates on my room and her room were switched. So that ever I put into switching rooms, I went knowing it was totally pointless. Why would anyone do that? Huh. There. Give. I know she got upset. Give. Might be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. Yep. Mine. I'm gonna go check it out. I really want to know what was on that DVD. It shook her to her fucking core. Here we go. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. She was there along with the friend she said she had. Wait, the friend she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Wow. Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins, but what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Damn. That's rough. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Nonokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning.
Listen to me!
We realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. So you're on cleaning duty?
That's wrong!
No. Then who is? Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning
Count
duty.
on it.
But we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long. And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you! You sack of shit. Wait. Yeah. Hey, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She read out the numbers 11037 that totally looks like Leon. But do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no.
I'm sorry.
Just don't know. Alright, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even if she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? Nah, couldn't be. Okay. So there's 2 people I want to talk to. For sure. Show me a map. Whoa. Forgot you could cycle the maps. Hey, look, both the people I want to talk to. Actually, I'll talk to you first. Can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No.
Such
You're like a child lost in the woods, you know that? A total waste of space. What a dick! What do you mean? Taka's the one who has any interest in organizing things like that. Yeah, which I already talked to him. So you. Looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? Well, it just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go.
It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. We're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we just throw things out whenever we want? It does seem more convenient.
So, in other words,
anyone kills a fellow student who becomes blackened will graduate unless they're discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. He's right.
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty. Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did
Is
it.
it?
You want to dig
Like-
through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
Wow. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
Wow. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? You're so worried about his questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on to another topic. Since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. So now you want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. Oh my god. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma. A blast trauma, yeah! Yeah, fucking blast trauma, sure. Past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, I just want to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
Thanks. So easy. So we headed down to the trash room. I wanted to talk to Leon. Whatever. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. What the fuck are you talking about? Whatever, please just hurry up. Pull key out of his pocket and use it to flip the switch next to the gate, and then...
Mr. Naegi.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room and destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Dude, whatever. A burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love? Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. There's shards of broken glass shattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Oh.
Perhaps.
Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will... Really, though? Really? Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street.
And this is to go even further beyond!
Jack, you know I have to ask, right? I legitimately have to ask you. Did you plan that? Like, did you know that conversation was gonna come up and you had that ready to go? Or did you were just like, oh shit, and then boom? Because if you planned that, that's glorious. Oh shit, boom. Well fucking played. You gonna Call of Duty with that? Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future, so it is a crystal ball. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, so it's the dude, the psychic dude. Who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. Better go find out for sure, yeah. Anything inside? This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth?
Yes, indeed.
Pretty simple setup. Has green to get it going, yellow to turn it off. Sooner or later, it'll be on clean duty. Make sure you learn before you leave, okay? Yes, it's on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. A fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yeah, about there could be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Okay. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. Definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the room since. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet, so that means someone switched on without opening the gate. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards of burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. What a dumbass. Green button turns it on, yellow turns it off, or so it seems. Okay. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. I'll take a thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
You seem a little down. What, really? Maybe it's because I just watched someone that I was getting romantically involved with die? If you need help lifting your spirits, call me anytime.
Come on.
We've got all kinds of stuff that might help cheer you up. I'm gonna leave now. Yeah. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? Hey! I've got shit to do, and you sticking a fork in a toaster to get your hair to look like that is not helping! Hi, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
What the heck?
I only brought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said that whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was it seriously all bullshit? Yeah, okay. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, it's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it.
Hey, stupid!
That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. No, I didn't say Siri. Shut up. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. Wow. It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Ultimate clairvoyant. Bet you didn't fucking see that coming, did you? All right, I need to go to the laundry room then. I knew as soon as I said that there was gonna be Persona 5 jokes. I knew it. Oh look, it's porn! There's some magazines laying around, no help there. It's a washing machine, has nothing to do with this case. Vending machine's still there, doesn't have any way helping to solve this case either. I wonder if one of them in particular, you know, I gotta check them all just to be safe, right? So it's a dead end then. The laundry room is a dead end. Nah, I thought that was the chair. Damn it. It's pretty unfortunate. Got all that covered. Got that covered. Got that covered. Got that covered. Oh! Have you been here all night? What about the knife? Did you notice one of the... Yeah! Did you notice one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. So it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. When did you notice one had disappeared?
Well,
Went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there, but when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of them was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. You should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Nice! Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? No! God! I love you too, Angel. Hannah, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, honestly, I have no idea. Does that mean I found all the stuff? Is that what that means? I think that's what that means.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Okay.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Okay, so this is a rhetorical question. I don't actually want an answer to this question. I'm just thinking out loud so you guys can follow my train of thought. I feel like I have to explain what a rhetorical question is because there's a lot of dumb fucks out there that every time I say something, they feel the need to fucking answer it and ruin shit. So this is rhetorical. I don't actually want an answer to this. I wonder, from a gameplay point of view, whether that happened just because I found all the clues or whether there really is a timer that was just very coincidental. Because if the first is the case, that means you can't miss any evidence. The game only proceeds once you've found all the clues, which means you can't miss any, which is interesting. I'm gonna move on now.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Finally get to go through that fucking door.
See you soon.
I assume it was the principal's office because it had his face on it. He said he's the principal, but we'll see. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, it's haunting. Ooh. You're late. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
There we can all reveal the details of my crime, assholes. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. We both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
An underground courtroom?
Where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Let's get started. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Well then.
yes, indeed.
Hey,
You scared? Nah, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. You uncover the truth of her death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In her honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is! I was raising my voice to try to give myself some courage. I turned trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Ooh. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sound toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Man, it's really far down, it seems. Oh, shit. Yes, we're here. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
No, it sucks.
Well, now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up! We did what he said and we found our seats. Those aren't seats, though. Just, never mind. Oh, whoa, that's dark as fuck. Seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so everyone could see everyone else, which also meant to be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. But you're not sitting! And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Dun, dun, dun. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Really? Really? Yeah, I would love to save. Yes. What the What? Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP. I'm sorry, what? I mean, it's the only one I have, so. To me, every piece of evidence that I have makes sense. Except for that crystal ball. Why? It feels so out of place. I mean, I'm ready as I'm gonna be. Let's fucking go. I'm not stopping now. I need to know! I need to know!
With a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
We going.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
That's good, it'll get my throat a break.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, That about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Oh, shit.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed. I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It is up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. Oh, shit! What this means is you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with... What?! Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail. So please be careful. Oh god, this is making my anxiety flare up real goddamn hard. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun. Oh. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Duh.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, yes, she did! There was a struggle! Something's off about what was just said. Because Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened. Maria, ha! This first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? I did. That represents a potential hole in a person's statement and a possible weak spot. Those weak spots reveal important. They're not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. Ooh. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Okay, well that makes more sense.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Actually, if you'll notice, it actually drifts, and the DPI on this is a lot lower than it was before.
The murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Objection!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Exactly.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Yep.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
He's right.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Right, the knife.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yeah, it is. We need to determine what was used to kill her. It's a kitchen knife. Shit, here we go.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random...
No, it was not random!
No, that's wrong!
This is cool.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Jack! Yeah, but it also gives me a chance to stop and laugh at your typos, so.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Buddy.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
You fucking dick.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
I like her.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But it will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Good luck. Okay. Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in...
Bitch!
No, that's wrong.
It says cunt! That's what it says when he says that. It just says cunt in big letters.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
I mean, I have a counter-argument immediately, and that's that one of us is still gonna die from the way that this case plays out either way, so you're just a dumb bitch.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Oof.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
See, Byakuya asking the right fucking questions.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
That's true, but in defense of that argument, we didn't know that at this point, so...
But what if they did work together?
Exactly.
And they just didn't know about the rules?
Exactly. I mean, that's bad for me. It looks really bad on me, but... Exactly.
Good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Okay, well, thank you.
Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
It's fair.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Why didn't you bring that up before?
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, you dumb bitch, it doesn't.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Shut up.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Just go over there and punch him through a wall, please.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
It's like 4 times in this trial the next character's taking the words right out of my fucking mouth.
Well, because they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
I got it!
She took the knife?
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
But why?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Why? There was a sword in the room.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Which explains the broken wrist.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Well, it doesn't need to be sharp. You hit hard enough. You can kill someone with an eraser if you hit them hard enough with it. It'll pierce.
See? He did do it after all.
I hate you.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Damn it.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Thank you!
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. As things advance further into class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, left fire, and okay. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If it hits 0 or if you run out of time, you fail. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. Okay, I remember. This is interesting.
Now I understand.
That was different. Cool.
That's right.
But different.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Exactly.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Yes.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Correct!
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes!
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, because I have plot armor.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Same, I do want to hear what you have to say.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
I mean, besides the fact that whoever killed her didn't know how to open the fucking door.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yeah, the doorknob was fucked up. The object the killer broke. Oh, shit. The doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
You know, the knob on most doors?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You're an idiot.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. Almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. I'm not surprised. Hit me with more info. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use the truth put on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Good luck and have fun. Jesus. This is making me feel a lot of things.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
It's accurate.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her.
Uh-huh.
And they got into the bathroom.
Yeah. Well,
at that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Accurate.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, she didn't lock it because it's a boys' room. You can't lock him. Fuck you.
No, that's wrong.
Cunt!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
I love it. I will never see anything but cunt go across the screen there.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
Story of my life!
That's not lucky at all!
I know!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because it was stuck!
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
It's really dumb.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The plaques were switched outside. The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was that the crime was in my room and not hers.
I got it!
Boom!
Killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
This is fucking dope, by the way. Just want to be clear on that.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Exactly.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Finally! That's what I'm trying to fucking tell you, bitch.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Shut up.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
I'm not done yet.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
I mean, the question that people should be asking right now is why the person didn't know that it was the wrong room.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have
Which the
one
answer to that is the plates were switched. Although I have no idea who switched them.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
That's actually a really good question.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
But they're pick-proof.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
She wouldn't have.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Fucking excuse me?
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
She asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way she let someone in because... I mean, we did switch rooms. Is there anything else that would... No. switch rooms. It's the only one that makes sense.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember?
Oh.
That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Oh my god, it's... Oh, it's self-defense, isn't it? Oh, maybe. Oh, shit.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Holy shit.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, she wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
Holy shit,
The note
dude,
was
what a
likely
twist.
her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Yep.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Creep.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh, shit.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is it has to be because of what got switched between mine and her rooms.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I know what I want to say, it's just none of these give me what I want.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
We did switch rooms.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Sayaka. The only other person we knew had switched the rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
That was my thought originally.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you've switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
It's a trap!
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
That's true.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Correct.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Because it's dull, it would do smash damage instead of like slash or pierce.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know her wrist was broken with a fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt it had gold on it. Yeah.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It is.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
It made contact.
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
Shut up!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Stealing my thunder. What a dick.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to her death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn. Of course there is! Are you getting used to these debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the Weesbox, only one of those bullets can actually refute the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release to cycle through each bullet, or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, the logic difficulty is set to kind. Fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. You just upped my difficulty, you troll. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Yeah. I think I know what I need.
That's exactly what happened.
I think I know what I need. The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Yeah.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
Cut!
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Everything makes sense now.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Which means Sayaka attacked first.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Interesting.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
So what's
that was the
self-defense?
only sharp thing found at the scene.
Son of a bitch.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
What's up, Bray?
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Mm-hmm, agreed.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
That's exactly right.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
No, that doesn't make
Then,
sense.
After they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend
I agree.
herself.
She'd have more gold on her hands.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows that she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, it'd be her palms. Yeah, because they would have gold all over them, yeah?
I got it!
Got it.
You're talking about her palms, right?
But I'm sorry you're not feeling very well today, Bray, but I'm glad you decided to stop by. I've never played any of these games before, and I am loving it so far.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Just because you're stupid.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way she washed the gold coating off her hands because certain regulation talks about what happens to the bathroom at night.
I got it!
That's not really
According to the
uncommon,
Monokuma
Angel.
file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
Stop! Stop it!
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Yeah!
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Exactly.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one without the... Oh, come on.
I got it!
It's obvious. Come on.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Yep.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Yep.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Yep.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
And that's why she switched the rooms and the plates so that I would get blamed for it. You bitch!
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Yep.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yep, because you're gullible.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
And she'd deny it.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
She's been playing me like a fiddle this whole fucking game.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Son of a bitch.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Ooh!
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Wow.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
I wouldn't really call it murder at this point, though. Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That's not true. There's the writing on the wall. I'm guessing that's what I'm about to do. Yep. Here we go.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
False!
No, that's wrong.
Con!
There still might be one clue left.
Oh,
Sayaka's
nope.
dying message.
Technically, it would be murder because she locked herself in the bathroom. The person went ahead and went out of their way to go in and kill her. It wasn't just self-defense. I think I know what happened. The person, it was self-defense at first, and they're like, well, I've already got him cornered and I can kill him. Might as well just go ahead and do it and get it out of the way so I can get out. So it was an impromptu, it went from self-defense to impromptu murder, I think. We'll see. We'll see.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question she wrote that message. Yeah, her index finger, she wrote it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
It's not numbers.
11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
With a smear in the middle.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn, it's no use. I just don't know. Come on, guys. Seriously.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
We turn it 180 degrees.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
This is so cool.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
I just did.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The shirt? It's a thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator. Yeah, it was the, that, yeah.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out. Where the shirt was destroyed. Talk about the trash room incinerator. How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear? No? Okay, then it has to be how.
I got it!
I still want to know how they got into the trash room.
Look closely at how the shirt was disposed of. We should be able to figure out
That's
who
like the one
killer
thing I
is.
haven't figured out yet. It's the only thing I haven't figured out yet.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
That's why I picked where.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
Uh-huh.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. By throwing it away yourself? Oh!
The key to the trash room.
Oh!
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy it.
No, that's wrong.
Got you by the balls now, bitch! Not
Hold
crystal
on.
balls.
I
Testicles.
think I know
Never
how
mind.
someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator.
You'd have to
could
be
you?
really good at baseball, though, wouldn't you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
It was genius.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned it on. Very strange. It was off last time I was down here. And it was not a fucking fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, The piece of shirt that escaped the fire, if the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Wouldn't be much of a challenge at all for the killer because they are the ultimate baseball star!
I got it!
Boom, bitch!
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Thanks.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Hell yeah!
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Tell me more. Tell me. Every case has one last element to bring to the class. Or bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button. Well, thank you for that resub, fandom. And thank you for hitting 10K total bits. Belgian, damn, dude. That's good shit. Holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough, but I already know what happened. All right, let's do it. Let's see how this works. Whoa. This is so cool. It's that one. That had to be first. Yeah? Oh, it's going right to left. Okay. That explains why that's over there. This is so cool. Is there one where you grab it first? Yeah. This is so cool! One of that's. Yeah. Oh, the knife being dropped. Or is that? Yeah, 'cause she'd already dropped it at that point. That's weird though. Why is that like? Because that's. Sorry, did I miss something here? But that's unsheathed there. Oh! Yeah, I totally missed that. Okay. In that case, Yeah, you came to the door. He didn't have it at that point in that panel. So that makes more sense. And then you would grab it. And then you knock, which means this one's the one that shouldn't. Okay, cool. So you drop the knife, which is, well, no, you don't need to because it's in that panel, so I don't need it in there. And then she runs into the room. Which one works there? You're still, okay, no, it does, because it implies that he's standing there and she runs away. I guess. Probably. So then she runs in there, it's locked, she freaks out. Dude does that. Opens the door. She's dead at that point, and she's already written the shit. I'm guessing that face is supposed to imply she's been stabbed, so that's where she would write it. Yeah. Even though that feels a little off, but it's the only one that makes sense there. So then the dude would have come out. He would have got the lint roller. He would have done shit. You would have thrown the clothes in. Well, you could do it in either order. Which one's which here? Okay, so you threw the clothes. Well, yeah, okay, so you would have... It looks like he turned it on first, so... Anything down here? That. I guess we'll see if we got it.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
I guess we'll see.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Nice.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Son of a bitch.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
I think I did it.
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
Ah.
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
I think I know what it is.
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Maybe not. Yeah? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. See what you did there. He's got a lot more health than me. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Okay. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively, you'll start a combo. Keep this going, you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Watch out for that. I feel like it's gonna take me a minute to get the hang of it. Deal enough damage to your opponent, and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. If you hit the statement fast enough, you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you'll fail. Good luck, have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Yeah.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I don't know if you guys remember, but earlier when I was initially investigating the room, I said it had to be a dude. And the reason being is because they used a screwdriver which came out of a toolkit. So, to get him, all we'd have to do is go look in his room and see if the toolkit's there and see if it's open or missing. And that would prove it right there. They used something of their own to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. This is gonna end horribly, isn't it? This makes me nervous because I don't know exactly how it's gonna flow.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie.
This is nutty.
Stop talking. Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
That was so nutty.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Duh.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Correct.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Their own?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh, that's the stuff of night.
So, you have no rebuttal?
God damn it, Jack.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I need it. Yeah, I need it. Ugh. Nice. 79 medals? Really?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It worked!
What is this shit? Poor Leon. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon. Haha. Got him.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
You son of a bitch!
The hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There's complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. because what we came up really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka.
I
did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why she, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, try to kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. I understand, really, I do. You're in utter despair thanks to her betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Fuck you. This is all your fault. Her being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything, it's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough, I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room, and then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So...
No! Why? Stop. I've had enough of this bullshit.
Oh?
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him!
Huh?
If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey!
Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Shut! Well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everybody's been waiting for! The punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else can we call it?
Extreme!
The adrenaline is pumping right out of control. Holy shit.
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties to the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me in such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course you can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Oh my god. It just clicked.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. This is like anime Hunger Games now. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No, I mean what I said, Faith. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Sure, what's up? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how she betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only she would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Or maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her. Think about that?
Certainly.
I mean, maybe. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. I could never just move past it? No, I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
You cheeky bastard. Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Wow, game. Wow. Wow. That was good. I got a despair bat. Nice. 1 is the loneliest number. Achievement unlocked. And it is there that we shall stop for today. We'll continue it tomorrow, of course. But we will stop it there. That was great. That was fucking great.